Excellent. Okay, so off you go, Joel.
Yeah, okay. So as Stuart mentioned, this idea of vlogs being added to postpandemicspeakers.com. It's going to give a few opportunities to all y'all. One is that it will be a place where you can post relevant content for a post-pandemic audience, your insights into how to deal with the challenging times that is the post-pandemic era. And then it's also going to help drive traffic and search engine interest into the website by having original content on the website that is generated by all of you. And then you can use this as a way to provide some kind of third-party credibility to your content by having it placed in post-pandemic speakers as opposed to putting it on your own website. And
I'd like to add something to this. I added something Joel also did at my site, itwitch.com. Under my vlog, I was stupid enough only to put one and then go off and do other things. And out of that, I got a whole mess of business out of Montana. Yeehaw! Because they said looking for, what do you call it? Inspirational keynote in ag. And that it was regarding something that I was doing in agriculture. So I got this call and it was like, you're in. There was none of this, well, okay, send your information on RFP and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, back over to you, Joel.
Yeah, so basically another opportunity for generating some revenue and new business opportunities by having this content here. And you can speak to specific topics that will help you identify some or capture some niche traffic as well, right? Online for searches. Oh, let me just admit Sandra. There we go.
Please.
All right.
Hello, Sandra.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Hi, everyone.
So we're just going through the new vblog feature. So basically what we've got is a main blog page where all the post content will be syndicated from various speakers. So far, Tyler has been helping us do the beta testing. Thank you, Tyler, for that. Hopefully that went smoothly for you to do the actual post. So I'll just go into the back end here into your dashboard for a second. So you'll notice that when you go into the dashboard that you've got a new section called blog post on the side menu here. And from there, you can go ahead and quite easily create your own post. So compelling blog title, good place to put your target keywords that you're targeting for this particular post. And then you've got the opportunity to put a feature image. And I do recommend doing this, even if it takes an extra step, but if you have a feature image, this will also populate the shared linked, the shared image that will appear when you link this image in social media. So it'll auto-generate the shared image based on what you put in here. Say if you post it to LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter, will be pulled from this feature image. So think carefully about what's going to be a compelling, grabby image, because that'll help drive some more traffic to the post.
And please notice the 1200 by 600 by 630 pixels. It's a bit like we're a mothership and a whole bunch of different ships come to us, and we need one best image size. Yeah,
Tyler, you're right. It is actually forces you to put an image. So that's a good point. Ideally, it's 1200 by 630. It's not a deal breaker, but if it's not 1200 by 630, it may be that your image, when it ends up on Facebook, will look like this, or this, or something, and you won't see, if you're looking at me, it won't see the main subject in the post there.
And I'd like to make a really important point here, which is this is a wonderful way that you can take YouTubes, which you already have, and you can put them up there where it says YouTube URL, and then underneath, and my suggestion is what you do is you use the words post-pandemic, because we are 25 elite post-pandemic world's best keynote speakers. And this helps the algorithmic side. but also by just having a video in there that really helps someone who comes across it to then share it. And that's what meeting planners are always looking about. They're obsessive. I have OCD. I know what obsessive is. Back to you, Joel.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's a good, so this touches on what I was going to also bring up is make sure that the content on here is unique. Because if you're posting the exact same post that you have posted somewhere else, Google's going to be very confused about what's the authoritative source of this content, which could actually hurt, not just, it could hurt both sides with Google's search ranking. So just, it can be similar content, it just can't be identical content. So if you're to take, say, your YouTube video that you already have posted on YouTube, put it in here, and then just write up a blurb about that video that includes the target keywords inside the blurb. In a natural English manner, though. Once you hit...
So what you're saying is, for our speakers, is don't plagiarize yourself.
Yeah. Or anybody else.
It's okay to use the same video, but you need to put something underneath that, you know, along the lines of, here is another post-pandemic action, or thought you might be interested in something which is, you know, highly post-pandemic related. And then change the words and re-engineer it.
Yeah, exactly. So I would suggest, you know, a summary, compelling copy would be great, full of keywords that are targeted. And you can do some basic styling here, bold and all that fun stuff. I would stay pretty simple with that ideally, because the more crazy you go on that, the more potential errors that are going to happen in terms of how it presents on the front end. So once you hit publish now, that will automatically publish. So it's going to go. Once you hit publish, it's going to go live. So please be very careful that you proofread it and all that beforehand. There will be an ability to edit the post, which currently does not exist, but we'll add an edit feature. Right now, it'll just go live like we've got here for Tyler's. So Tyler, thank you very much for doing this up here. As you can see, he did a little bit of formatting, which is great, makes it more readable and nice to look at, which is actually a factor that Google considers. And then you'll also note that the post will automatically include his profile card to his post-pandemic speaker's profile on the side here. So he can go ahead now and share this on his social media, and then it will drive traffic to this content, but also provide an opportunity for everybody to go to his full post-pandemic speaker's profile directly from that. Of course, we've got the sign up here at the bottom for the conference speaker alert list. And we will be adding this to the top bar of the websites, that all the posts will show up there once we have a critical mass of posts. So that is the quick rundown. Any questions or requests or thoughts?
Good time to talk to your Google website master. Your Zeus of post-pandemic speaker, IT technical wonder, right now.
Hey Joel, I sent I put 2 in there today. I didn't know this was a new feature. I was very excited. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know I was going to be the guinea pig, as per se. So I thought I sent 2 in, and it looks like the photo that I uploaded also didn't go in. So I'm looking forward to the edit feature so that I can grind through that.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that, and yeah, we'll make sure that the edit feature is in there so you can go back to your post.
Okay, cool, brother.
All of this exists, all thanks to all of you saying, hey, which I love, as a family, said, hey, we put our heads together and said, you know what, we really should do something in this area. And right on.
Is there an ideal word length? Is there an ideal, like, word length is 500 words, 1,000 words, whatever you're putting in there? What is important? And especially if I'm just making content different. I have a ton of content online. My understanding was, like, I was posting things on medium.com first and then my blog. And I was just told by someone who advises me on SEO, post it on my blog first and then post it other places, so that Google sees my content on my blog as the original source. However, I also know about the whole, you've got to make it a little different. So if I posted something on, if I already have something posted on my blog and I wanted to post it here, what would I need to change? The whole article or the first 2 paragraphs? I used to hear just change the first 2 paragraphs. What's the real deal on that? And how many words does it really need to be?
Great question. Thank you.
Yeah, so I would recommend a minimum of 350 words.
Mhm.
And in terms of, if you are doing content that is also on your website, then I would suggest doing like an excerpt and a summary. So you would have like a summary of the content with an excerpt from the actual content that then
Okay.
links back to your main source.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
So
Actually, it's similar to what they say to do on LinkedIn, right? Do the same thing on LinkedIn, put an excerpt and then a link to your article. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, that's a good way to think about it, right? And because it's similar to like LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever, you're not putting the actual full content most of the time. And if you're putting the full content, then yeah, now you've got the same exact content in two places, and then Google's like, which one is the real one, and is this plagiarized or not?
It doesn't matter if it's one is 2 weeks before the other.
Well, it's pretty complex because Google may look at which site's more authoritative too, right? So like, so yeah, that's why I would say if you would do, don't do the exact same content. You can definitely excerpt pieces of the content, but summarize the content, maybe like write a different intro or something to it, then have some excerpt and then like a continue reading this on my blog kind of thing, right?
Okay. Okay. Thank you. That's very helpful because I find that whole game confusing. And to me, it's like a game. How do we play Google?
Totally.
Oh,
Absolutely.
it's
And then the
the
video piece,
algorithmic game.
Yeah. Yeah.
and the video piece is also a really good shortcut, I would say, for you. Like if you already have YouTube videos out there,
I do.
then great. Post the YouTube video on there and then write a new blurb about the video. You can still, if you have a blurb on YouTube about it already, you can take some of that and just kind of gussy it up a little bit. And then away you go, right? That's some simple way to generate some content.
Yeah. I would imagine video is even better in many ways because if we're looking at meeting organizers seeing it, they're going to want to see video. They're not there to read articles.
Yeah, ultimately they want to see you. They want to see what you're like.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not coming to post-pandemic speakers to read articles.
That's right.
They're
So the
coming-
reason for the
coming
article
to-
content is to drive the search engine traffic.
SEO. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So do both because both will help in one way or in a different way. Okay.
Exactly. That's right. Yep.
Okay.
The Google likes to see the text, and then the audience that you're targeting likes to see the video. So we can sort of bring it in with the text, and then when they get there, they can watch the video.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Any other
Great.
questions for Guru Joe? And what's nice is he turned this round within a month of us going, "Hey, Joel!"